Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have the stream. There we go, up in the background. It is time. We are back after the break. It is round 5 of GT Americas, and we are at the drag strip that is Paul Ricard. Should be some exciting pedal to the floor action. Who's going to break latest at the end there? We are currently underway with qualifying. We've got our condensed grid split or split grid now going on. So we've got, I'm just going to refer to them as AMs and pros. And the pros are going to be all in the white numbered plates there, with the AMs being in the gray numbered plates on your timing tower there. We are currently on board with Ryan Bishop, who I believe, yeah, just started an actual lap, a flying lap. So we'll start getting some times on the board here shortly. While we're waiting on this, he seems to look pretty glued through this. This is a tricky section. He's not quite, you want to eat up a ton of curbs there. He's not quite cutting them as tight as you want, but let me pull up the standings. Oh my gosh, I just realized I could probably use AI to make this into a graphic in like 2 seconds. I could actually put it on the thing. All right, we are. Here we go. We're calling them AM/bronze, I guess. So for the AMs, in first place, we have Stephen Buckley with a total of 138 points. That's right, Stephen's been performing quite well this season. Chris Deximo is in second place with 128 points, and Drew Jensen is in third place with 126 points. Ryan Bishop, who we are on board with right now, is in fourth place with 108. And Richard Harknett, league owner, is actually tied with him with 108 points as well. What is that? Only 20 points outside of P1. So realistically, anybody in those top 5 spaces could still win. We got 4 races left. Behind Richard is Alex Donaldson with 88 points, excuse me. So pretty substantial leap there. And guys, if there's anybody you want to know, especially while I got this up, and you want to know how where they're standing, just shout them out in the chat, or obviously I'll hop on board with them as well. Ryan Bishop sits in pole with nearly 156 flat. It's been a long time since I raced here, so I have no idea what a good time is. We can hop on board with. Ryan is still going swiftly. He's setting personal bests currently. So, the only other driver improving right now is Richard, who just gained half a second coming down that straight there as he gets a little squirrely, but keeps it in bounds. Gains another 2/10 there. Richard's best time is a 1:58.8, so nothing to write home about. In fact, it looks like it was invalid as well. Let's see what he can do here. Is that his tires squealing or the tires in front of him? That's the braking zone. You don't want that. That's going to chew through your rubber real quick. Richard down to 4/10, but still a big improvement. He needs to keep it going. I'm sure he's probably slightly hoping this car in front doesn't slow him down. Carries the speed through there nicely, and is across the line. Where will that put him? Up to P2. Half a second off, but in P2 nonetheless. Let's go, Richard. John Ryder is improving. About to cross the line also. They do not improve their position. They do improve their time, however. Ryan Bishop is going swiftly. That, I think, no, the curb. It's the whole curb, so he's in play there. He is in play. Will not have to take a penalty stroke. So Ryan is still setting personal bests, which will be, at this point in time, track bests. Looking to solidify his starting position. Richard is improving yet again, though. He was up to 6/10 for a second there. It's down to 4/10 now. As he comes down the straight, he's going to get hopefully a nice little tow from this Acura in front of him. Honda. It's a Honda, right? It's a Honda. In front of him. See what he can do. He's, 6/10 will get him into that P1 spot. Richard getting a little unsettled there. Again, as he comes through there, and that did cost him a couple tenths. Let's see if he can get it back. Ryan Bishop is 3/10 improving right now as well. It's John Ryder, who I believe is right behind Richard, is also going swift. See, Adam Norlim, half a second to the good right now. He's going to come across the line up to P2. Cut back to Richard, who's about to cross the line. Can he take it back? No, he cannot. John Ryder, I think, is crossing the line next. Yes. John Ryder's got some big gains. Where's he going to jump to? Nowhere is the answer. What about Brandon Ash in the McLaren? Improves the time, but not the position. All right, and that's going to be the pros out on track now. We're going to hop on board with Alex Cruz. Warming up the tires as he comes down the straight. You can see everybody warming up the tires as they come down the straight with that zigzag. It's not going to be a good view of it. Turn around, camera. Ah, well, I tried. What are you gonna do, This is a fun track to race on, minus the straight, I would say. The straight is annoying because it's just so dang long. And as the McLaren, I feel like the McLaren always gets gobbled up in the straights because it always gets so heavily handicapped with BOP. Oh, silly me. Let me get that going. Let's see. Switch to the pros. So for our pro drivers, Luke Lizama is leading with 140 points. But right behind him in P2 is Phil Cryotheos with 138 points. And Dean Solomon is going to round out the top three with 96 points. So big gap. Separating Luke and Phil from the rest. Kyle White is actually tied with Dean Solomon with 96 points as well. And Derek Anderson and Bonus Charles both have 92 points. So it's close between the top five with a gap kind of on the top two. Get my table out here to see See if it'll tell me. I think it'll tell me until we get to the first split. Where are we? Oh, we've gotten through quite a few splits. So I guess it's not going to tell me if his time is better or not than Ryan Bishop's until it happens. All right, Alex Cruz improves by over a second. Phil Cryotheos improves by over a second. Wow, look at that. 0.003 of a second separate Phil and Alex on the first blows. Is Luke on track today? Luke is on track. Oh, that's Derek. That's Luke. I was looking at that car like I thought Luke was in a Lamborghini. All right, Alex Cruz is improving. Cruz? Maybe it's just Cruz. Cruz is doing PBs. With how close it is between him and Phil, those would equate to pole position. If he can make these stick. He negotiates his way through Sector 3 right now. He's got 0.2 to the good right now. And Phil is definitely abandoning this lap. He's a second down. Remember, this is a short quali. They're only going to get maybe one more go. So here's Alex putting his name in the hat with a 153.75, nearly 0.4 ahead of Phil. Robert Brokta is improving by quite a lot. He's 0.7 to the good currently. So he looks to come across this start-finish line. See where that'll put him. So he jumps up to P4. Derek Anderson about to cross the line, improving 0.7, 0.8, 1.6 off. Lost 0.2 out of that exit, unfortunately. It's P6 for Derek so far. Here's Phil. Is he invalid? Because it's not giving me any indication. No, he's not. Alex is setting PBs as well. This will be it for Alex, and he abandons the lap. Where's Phil? We're going to cut to... Oh, my God. Luke takes pole position. Where's Phil? Here's Phil. About to cross the line. And Phil's not able to do it. Layla Martinez improving, crossing the line. Up to 5th place. Dean Solomon's still got some left in the tank. Oh, why am I doing it this way? Let's go here. Perkins is peeling off. So back to Dean. Dean up to P10. Here comes Kyle White. P12 is all Kyle can muster. Iceton about to cross the line. P7 is where he was going to start from. And last across the line is Derek Anderson, who is going to take P7 from Iceton. All right, guys, we will be right back with the grid book. Let me get the proper track up.
Falling in love, felt pain but not anymore. You left your heart on the floor. I'm always picking you up and never letting you down. I'm not your rock anymore. You left your heart on the floor. Look at me though, fly down to Rio. I feel like a superstar, guaranteed by my people. Like De Niro, evil Knievel. I feel like a superstar, guaranteed by my people. Superstar guaranteed by my people. Like De Niro, evil Knievel. I feel like a superstar guaranteed by my people.
Starts from P5. That's one of my favorite ones. Rob Roca starts from P6. Aston Martin side by side. Derek Anderson, back road racing, BMW. Starting from P7. Still not sure how to pronounce the first name. Houston. It's an I-U, so it's got to be like Houston, Eiston. Starting from P8. Lavoris Perkins with 9 Lexus. Solomon, back road racing, Porsche. Starts from P10. Oh my gosh. Ryan Bishop. I don't think the game's been fine. It's P11. Oh no. Quick run starts P12. Kyle White P13. Adam Moore-Ali starts in P14 and I literally just between qualifying and the race synced my livery, so it's not uploaded properly. Devin Anthony starts in P15. Richard Hartman P16. And I did update quite a few liveries when I did that. Jensen, like his is one of them in the silver bullet. I'm glad I did that. Then P17. Brandon Ash P18. McLaren. Mason Rosen is going to be starting from P19, also in a McLaren. John Ryder starting from P20. Ferrari. Phil Dixon starting from P21. He's Porsche. Ryan Shanley appears to have a start from pits, so that is where he will be starting from. So get your livery uploaded. Same thing to Michael Cortez. Starting from P23. Stephen Buckley is going to be starting from P1 to 24. Those guys are in this P22. Aguedo Martinez starts in P23 then. Chris Deximo. And I like this livery here. Moeed in P26. And Bonus Charles in P27. Bring up the rear, somebody's got to do it. That's a race. Drivers that are getting the hurry up and going side by side as we get ready to get things underway in round 5. Wyatt Viator has cheer fans chatting for him in the chat, shouting them out. Starting from P4, second row on the grid. Not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. Try actually like here. I'm gonna get better. Better Here we are, the drivers rounding the final quarter. I'm quite silent and game is quite loud, thank you.
Green light, give it all you got.
Should be much better. The green flag is waving, we are racing, and Phil is already in P2, so great start from Phil there. As I think it's Viator in the Ferrari seems to be getting gobbled up. Ooh, that's a cut from the Aston Martin. And some contact from the Lamborghinis in the back there. I need to get ACCTV up front. Alex is still being hunted down by Phil, but we're gonna jump further back and see how things are going. That's not helicam. There we go. Looks like we've got a little bit of, here we go. Someone's gonna be making a move. So that's Luke on the outside there. He's falling quite a ways down. And he's spinning out, losing it, trying to gain the, oh, slams on the brakes and he saved it. We're gonna keep running along. Dean Solomon has a Ferrari on his booty. Oh, and they are coming. They're coming swiftly. It's gonna be a contest on the brakes here as they come into this corner. Two cars doing the same thing in front of them too as Lavoris Perkins overtakes, I believe it's Derek Anderson, yes. And this is gonna be Quignon and Solomon. Quignon on the inside. Solomon goes wide. They're gonna have to lift. Quignon doesn't really get to capitalize on that, but gets the move done in the end there. Ooh, Dean looking to come back. Quignon not quite comfortable. Got a lot going on further back, though. I might have jumped too far back. It's hard to tell. There we go. Helicam's the best for these early stages. Lots of cars side by side. Who are we watching right now? Devin Anthony, so we need to go a little bit further back. Here we go. We got Phil Dixon, Brandon Ash, and John Ryder battling. Oh, 3 wide into there. I don't think there was any contact. Everybody stays as they were. Let's check up with our leaders. Phil and Alex are right there. Rob and Layla have moved up. So Aston Martin's moving along with the McLarens on this track. As we get out of the Helicam. All right, let's jump for the back. Wyatt Viator, so bad start from the kid, but not terrible. He only really lost a position. I love ORL as well, Muslim. Lavoris Perkins in 6, Derek Anderson in P7, Kenneth Quignon in P8. So he's made it past Dean and has now got his eyes set on Derek in front. So the Backroads Racing boys maybe got their setups incorrectly. Richard, is that Richard? That is Richard. So we've got Dean, as I stated, Adam Norlene, and Richard with a decent start to the race so far. Up 5 places. Let's go. And a nice little tight knit. Wow, Kyle White further back on the grid than I expect in the boat lead at this track. I'm gonna want to keep my track map up. Oh, we seem to be having a gap form. Oh, something happened. Something happened, folks. Rob Abrokta has a 5-second penalty and is in P2. Rob Abrokta is 331 and we have an accident. A little bit of contact there. Contact again. How did he get ahead, though? Oh, and contact a 3rd time. Get him out of there! Get him out of there! Not really, but, you know, I'm just being animated. No, my timing tower is just being weird. It says Ryan Shanley's in P1. Your tower is correct. It's Alex, then Phil. Here we go. We're gonna go to the Helicam because I see lots of things happening here. Come on this straight. Oh, the McLaren has gotten reprieve from the BMW, but this McLaren is all over the back of this BMW. Oh, not sure what just happened there. And he's getting alongside. Wow. This really makes me want to see the McLaren. If the McLaren is actually performing this well. Oh, was there contact there? I don't think so. It looked a little clear. But that BMW is now falling victim to the McLaren behind. I know this part of the track, the McLaren is lethal with that aero package. And so we are watching Aguado Martinez in the BMW really struggling, but oh, he's battling back, but he's now got sandwiched in. Ooh, contact there, right? Yeah, a little bit of contact there. I'm going to call both of those racing incidents. Racing incidents. More contact there. Oh, the McLaren trying to find a way around, but unable to do so. Now, this is bringing in the Lamborghini of Easton behind this gold BMW as well. We are forced to jump back into the Helicam. Martinez with 20 seconds worth of penalties now. Not looking good. Not looking good for Martinez. Bonus Charles trying to fend off Easton. Both of these drivers further back than I would expect them to be. It looks like things are kind of sorting themselves out into this section. Let's jump up further. Alex Cruz has a 2.5 second lead on P2 Phil Cryotheos. Rabba Broca has Phil in his sights. And the same thing for Layla. So everyone's within a shot of each other still. Wyatt's still in there as well. Where is Luke? Luke has withdrawn. He is no longer on the grid. So this is going to be big for the battle for the championship. As we see, is that Phil's? What just happened? I was looking at one screen. Phil, Tokyo drifting through that corner. That's what happened there. Wow, really struggling. His tires are overheated. Oh, and maybe even a little bit of contact. What is going on, buddy? What is going on? Cruz looking to have this one in the bag. Okay, so we've got a little bit of bottleneck here behind Phil Dixon. This Bonus Charles thinks about sticking a nose to the inside, but can't get it done. Wants to be brave and gets it done. That was a terrible camera angle, but good move. Good move there. Easton's trying to come with him, but can't. Back to the helicam. Let's show you this bottleneck that's going on. It's gonna definitely unfurl itself, I think, on this straightaway. Wow, that McLaren of Rosenboom is getting left in the dust on this straight. That Porsche is coming on that BMW. That Lamborghini is coming on that Porsche. Oh, Easton can't. Yeah, it looked like he had it, but just, not brave enough on the brakes, it looks like. Further back, we might have something going on. Deximo making a move on Drew Jensen. All right, let's see. Richard holding on to that P11 spot, but that's not a good exit out of that corner there. Is TV1 better? TV1 is better now. What the hell? He's going to be able to hold on to it. Kyle White in pursuit as well. So here we've got Adam, Richard, and Kyle. Not in that order. Got to go to the helicam now. Richard seems to be pulling ahead, but Kyle looking to make a move. But Devin Anthony seems to be trying to take advantage of the chaos as well and find his way through. We've got battles kind of all over the grid right now. I'm liking this, except at the very front. Here we go down the straight. Who got the exit out of these three? Yeah, I'd expect that Boatley to power boat on through. Is that a lift from Adam? I think that's, yeah, that is Adam trying to play defense. He knows he can't fend off Kyle. Oh, and Devin Anthony trying to get it, but couldn't get it done. Oh, man, that's a bummer, but he's going to recover. Oh, that's, woo-hoo. All right, and we are back. We are further up the grid. Viator. With Martinez. So Viator made a spot back. Viator is up into a P4 now. That's because Phil fell off. That's right. You can see him back there in the background. Now Raba Brokta, who is in P2, has a 5-second penalty. Sheesh! Still got 47, 48 minutes left in this race. That is bonkers. Seems like it's been non-stop action so far. Ooh, Viator. Is that Ferrari coming down this straight? Let's see. It is. It is. For the final step of the podium. At the 47th minute, Viator chooses to go to the outside. Martinez defends the inside aggressively. Looking very glued on the inside. Not giving Viator an inch. She does a great job. Viator tries to cut back up the inside, but does not carry enough speed. Excellent driving from the two races there. Should I just talk like this the whole time? Like an old-timey broadcaster? Let's see what else we can find. Come through this section. We've got some tight knit of cars here. Richard, oh, Kyle was able to get past Richard there. Now Richard is trying to hold Adam at bay. Come through sector 3. It's all going to be on the exit of this turn. Oh, Adam with an aggressive line there. I think that's going to cost him down the straight. And they are going to be side by side. Richard with a nose ahead. Who's brave on the brakes? Oh, a little bit of contact from the Lexus in front. Oh, my goodness. Or Lexus in behind. Takes out Adam, and Richard will be thanking his lucky stars that that happened. I believe that was Lavoris Perkins. Here we go. Viator fancies another go on the Mac and Steez of Leila Martinez. This time it looks to be a slam dunk. And it is Viator now into the final step of the podium. Lavoris Perkins in tow. Not far off, but certainly that'll result in a penalty. Drive-through penalty for Guido Martinez. And the pit window has just opened. As you can see, Leila Martinez not backing out, and Viator taking an unconventional line through that corner. Oh, I like this angle on the brakes there. Oh, that was a sick shot. Who's gonna come out ahead here? Who's gonna come out ahead? Who got the better exit? Leila was ahead, but I think Viator with the wide line had a much better exit, and you can see that Ferrari starting to power through. Plus, it seems to be a little bit quicker in the straights than that Aston. As Leila switches to the inside, Viator doing everything he can to defend, making that car as wide as possible. Leila, Perkins, we've got 3 cars battling it out here as we come through Sector 1. Leila Martinez looking to be getting ahead there. Can she keep it up there? Oh, and Phil Cryo has entered the chat, folks. This is a battle as we get ready to hit the drag strip. Who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Is a little bit of contact there between Phil and Perkins. Leila Martinez now back ahead of Viator. And Phil Cryo-Theos up to P4, I want to say now? No, P5. No work done yet. That Lexus is a bullet in the straight line. Lavores Perkins certainly going to be coming back. He's going to get him before the straight is over. Now that McLaren's going to be really mean through the next couple corners, though, but we have seen Phil struggling for grip. He's also got a BMW in his mirrors. Nice and tidy from these drivers as we come through the final couple corners. It's going to be really like this until the final corners, the next move, next opportunity. Everyone seems to be nice and smooth there. I think Phil's best spot is going to be Sector 1. Make a move on this Lexus. I have to really lean on that aero package of the McLaren. We just need to stay right here at these guys. All of these racers, it's tight-knit. Where is Rob? Rob is safe of his 5-second penalty. Alex is way up there as well. But it's action from Leila Martinez back. From P3 back, ladies and gentlemen, it is a nail-biter. Viator getting closer, but it's definitely not going to be enough. Definitely not going to be enough in this go. See who else might be lining one up down this straight. No, but we do have Bill trying to find a way around Lavores. Phil Cry, the race car guy. Phil, 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 Phil. Looks close here, but it's all on this exit. And that Lexus is swift. Accelerating. You can see it pulling away from Phil there. Yep, this is 13 and 14. No, they're further away than it looks. Further back, though. Here we go. Easton really struggling today. Right? Yeah, down in P20. I don't know why the timing tower says that. That's Easton back there. Lamborghini. Yeah. Got a 5-second penalty now, so it wasn't contact. Here we go. 13 and 14 is getting close now, though. Get off the heli cam. The heli cam would be so much nicer if it didn't have the sound of the helicopter. Ryan Bishop and Brandon Ash exchanging blows, it looks to be, as we enter the drag strip. From this angle, Brandon does not look to be close enough to be thinking about a move at the end. Things are kind of settling out right now. We're going to leave it up here with the front runners. buzz slivers making me a little hungry, I'm not gonna lie. DoorDash might be in my future. Ooh, Wyatt Viator, a little wide there. Just jump his camera back. Right here on Perkins. Having a good race, though there was that contact earlier that I'm sure will result in something after the race. Once something is submitted. Look out, who was it? Adam, was that? Chat, how do we feel about the Big Mac? I gotta say, I had one for the first time in years, like a month ago. Not a fan, and it just was not that good. Viator seems to have found form and caught back up to Layla. Just kind of ebbing and flowing between all these drivers right now. Pit windows open, but no one's ready to make their strategy yet, so just be a little bit quiet, methinks. Here we have Devin Anthony and Drew Jensen. Now that Mustang was a bullet in a straight line for a while, and it happens to be a silver bullet currently. So I'm surprised to not see it having a little bit more success on this track. Although it's kind of given us a good example of what I was talking about right there. This Drew Jensen cuts to the inside. I think it's going to be an easy day in the office for him. Ooh, as they avoid the car off the track that we didn't see there. Drew Jensen moves up the place. Some yellow flag. Oh, it's just Perkins dealing with bits. Alex Cruz in a league of his own today. Robert Brota with a little bit of an asterisk, still comfortably in P2 right now. That penalty. Quiet on the Eastern Front, as they say. I imagine it's going to be so until everybody kind of pits and then comes out of the pit. Until everybody's taken their pits, really, it'll be quiet again. Everybody's got tires to think about. Imagine most of them will be going along in the stops as well. Layla because her mac and cheese delivery is making me hungry, but I don't have time to go cook mac and cheese right now because it's obviously empty. Theodore looking to be putting on a little bit more pressure through that final corner. That's Phil in the back, and with Derek Anderson coming up on him. Squirrely, or tires starting to feel it. It looks like your boy Wyatt he's looking for it. He's looking for it. He had it for a second, but Layla took it back like right after. Could it be? Could it be? He's coming to the outside right now. And he shuts the door. Oh, barely keeps it on the track. Good through that corner. Give her no way back around. And that's up onto the final step of the podium currently. Wyatt Viator. Although it looks like our leader has Alex Cruz has pit, so Rob is now in P1 and Viator will be in P2. Oh, a little bit of contact. Layla avoiding it. Good job there, good job. A little bit of almost contact. Jump further back now, let's see. And Viator is going into the pits after all that work to make that move. Interesting, interesting. Bold move, Con. Bold move. Keep an eye on Martinez and Viator. Looks like Phil, who I was about to jump on board with as well, just pulled into the pits also. Derek Anderson and Kenneth Quignon. Be pretty close on track right now. You really can't tell with these cameras. I don't know what is going on, except for a helicam. It's just this straight. Those Ferraris have been looking quick on the straights. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kenneth Quignon looking to make the move. There's not much. Into the marbles. He says, screw it, I'll pick up some marbles if I have to. Excellent work done there. Kenneth Quignon moves up a place. Here we go. Who have we here? That's Aguedo Martinez in front. More concerned with John Ryder and Wyatt Viator in the back. No, that's not Wyatt Viator in the back. I don't know who that is. Why does it say Wyatt Viator? That's not who that is. Nor that. Driving that black, and I want to say that's Adam Norton. Oh, jeez. Noraline. Who else can we hop on board with? No one. It's right here. It's right here. It's these two. I swear that's Adam Norline's car. But he's in P25, so he must be lapped, trying to unlap himself. John Ryder hasn't hit yet either, so that would make sense, kind of. Who's in where? Who's in where? Let's see. Alex Cruz is up in the P5 now. Wyatt Viator is on track in P8. So no one between him and Cruz. Where is Layla Martinez? Layla Martinez hasn't pit yet. It's a bold move, Cotton. She's going long. We'll see how it plays out. She's been a strong performer this season. And it seems her races have come unraveled one way or another this season, but she's been up there every race. Let's see if the strategy boys back in the garage have gotten it right today. Phil is in P8 and LaVoris Perkins is in P11, so Phil was able to make that move in the pits. Layla Martinez is your new race leader, ladies and gentlemen. 25 minutes in. 25 minutes left, sorry. What a miss. What a miss. She does typically like to go until the end as well with her pit stops. Fastest lap of the race, Alex Cruz with a 1:54.385. No surprise there. Devin Anthony under fire for Brandon Ash. Coming through the final corner. Side by side there. Side by side here. This is some good racing from these two. Pretty cool shot. Who's going to come out ahead as we come into the next corner? This one is really tough to go side through. Looks like Ash backs out. Oh, but he goes into the inside there. And oh man, it looked like for sure they were going to make contact from that angle. Iceton in tow behind. Get ready to go up to the helicam as they come on to the straight. Oh, yeah, they're on the straight. And Brandon Ash makes the move, and you can see the double slipstream effect there for Iceton. Just rocket ships past Devin Anthony as well. Nothing he could do there to defend against that. So both drivers move up a position. Let's take a look with our leaders. Find them. Alright, so P1. P2 is up here. Still Layla Martinez. She has yet to pit. We've got 6.5 minutes left in the pit window. There's going to be a lot of combat on track at the moment. There's our P3. Alex Cruz. Here we go. Now, here we go. So we have Viator. And not too far behind is Phil. And Rob, who has been on a strong performance, was on a dominant second place run there. I actually don't know how he's not ahead of these cars. Because, I mean, he had a 5-second penalty, but he was still clear of that. So Rob's got pace as well. And Layla still has to pit, so we're not sure where she'll come out yet. This is going to be a very exciting race to watch, folks, as Phil is getting alongside here. Starting to get to know Viator. Playing a little How's Your Father. They're dragging down the start-finish line here. The cars are side by side as we get ready to come into this braking zone for this pseudo-chicane, I'm going to call it. Viator doesn't want any part of it, backs out of it. Phil goes up, Viator moves back. I mean, Viator is still comfortable on the podium right now. He looked to have the pace to come back. I think he likes his odds on the straight. Right. Phil looks to be comfortably getting away. And Rob, not much of a threat at this stage either. So all eyes are on Layla Martinez. When is she going to hit? And where will she come out? 4 minutes left in the pit window. She's got enough time to go around one more lap. Let's see if she does. Oh, we're on this. Never mind. This is where we are. I don't. She will not have enough time to go around the second time. I don't think. And it's not the straight route I thought we were on. I will say at this stage of the race, she looks quite comfortable. Her tires don't seem to be gone. Her last time was a 155.4. Her best is a 155.1, so she's not that far off. Oh no! Oh no, she's got enough time. She's got enough time. So she's going around one more time. She's going around one more time. Curious to see how this is going to play out. Let's see what else we got going on elsewhere on the track. This is for position, I think. Yeah. Yep. Chanley dipping up the inside. No, Chanley's on the outside. The Aston. That's Bishop, the Porsche. Bishop going to try to send it up the inside again. But they've got Alex Cruz, the race leader, behind them. Well, that would be terrible if the contact between these two took out Alex. I shouldn't have even said that. Oh, here we go, further back. Oh, Viator having to defend against a Rob. Come on, Viator. Want to be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Ferrari. Get the podium. Gotta be the move for Rob here. Gotta be. Gotta be. Maybe not, though. Oh. Easy claps. Easy claps for Rob. Ooh, oh, it looked like that back end was about to go for a second there. Layla Martinez is in the pit. Layla Martinez is in the pit.
The pit window is closing now.
Where is Layla gonna come out? Where's she gonna come out? There goes the race leader. Layla has started. Her engine is on her way out of the pit lane. Where is P2? Where is Phil? He's not coming. Layla is getting up to speed now. Still no sign of... Oh, he's coming down the straight. He is coming down the straight, but he's not going to be there in time. And Layla, with the amazing strategy call, has a drive-through penalty. Oh, no. What could have been? What could have been? Layla Martinez, you need to have a talk with that pit crew, unless that was on your fault, of course, and, you know, maybe just slow down in the pit lane a little bit. But, unfortunate. Some amazing races this season. Just can't put one together so far. And remember, it's pretty tight for the next, almost up to P10. There's not a lot in it, so a drive-through penalty is she's gonna lose a lot of spots, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. Now, Kenneth Quignon and Dean Solomon. Ooh, Kenneth is coming, but is he gonna get there quickly enough? I don't think so. Around the corners, both drivers look quite comfortable at this stage. I'm sure their tires, cars are lighter, and they've got fresher tires now. Still a 5-second difference if you don't take tires. Anybody know? Kenneth looks to be in the hunt, though. Well, both cars getting a little bit unsettled by that curb there. Viator and Derek Anderson for P5. Now, Viator gets a little bit of a reprieve because that drive-through, they'll bump up a spot, but he was looking real good for a podium. Don't want to see him start tumbling down at the final 10 minutes. Ooh, Cruz. Cruz is murdering it right now. Buckley, Richard, and Easton. So Easton's been slowly climbing his way back up. Got an overtake happening. It's going to be a lot stronger than that Mustang through here. But the Mustang keeps it pinned. Oh! And Drew Jensen is able to stay ahead. Maybe. Yes. Or maybe he just took that spot. I'm not sure. Back to the three-way. Ooh, Richard with a little bit of a sloppy exit out of that. Looks to be maybe falling victim to Easton here. And he has. Easton moves up another spot. Solid recovery drive so far from Houston. 21 is making his father proud. 21 is Alex Cruz. And all right, Alex is killing it right now. Anthony, do you race as well? I feel like I recognize Anthony Cruz, but it might just be from seeing Alex Cruz so often. Yeah, Alex hasn't gotten much screen time today because, unfortunately, he's just been in a league of his own. Hats off. Viator still able to keep Derek behind him so far. All the way at the back of the grid. Towards the back of the grid, I should say. It's not at the back of the grid. I think he's too far. But it is a Ferrari, and they've been swift today. Need to fix my lap time. That's the, well, I actually don't have control over that. It just kind of updates. Oh, I see. You're telling Anthony to up his lap time. So Anthony does race. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Easton just took another one past Stephen Buckley. Easton is on the move. Layla Martinez down to P11 after serving her penalty, her drive-through. It looked like Richard is getting close to Buckley here, so Buckley maybe struggling. Did Buckley pit early, I wonder? Lexus is always a hard car to get down the straight. Even with, oh, Richard is that Ferrari's gaining a little bit, maybe? I was going to say, even with the toe, expect to really just be able to not let it get away. But it don't turn too good. Settling there for the Ferrari. Nothing they can't overcome, however. Drive-through penalty for Rosen. I feel that. He's fast. I don't. Where? Nah, I mean, it's been forever since I raced. So they're probably around the same. Well, yeah. When I was racing, I was like between a second and 2 seconds off the pros. Depending on whoever was sitting on the pole. I did get some awesome livery ideas, so I'm gonna race just so I can use those liveries next season. Also, I think that race is finally busted out after almost a year. The other day I played some WRC, that was fun. Then my chair broke. So I'm sitting on a stool right now, it sucks. Got a new chair on the way. And Richard is getting a little bit closer, but not during the straight. It's just more like throughout the race, throughout the rest of the track. He gets closer and closer. And hopefully, eventually, he'll be able to do it, but he's also doesn't want to spend too much time in the dirty air. And this is for, in their division, this is for both. This is for P1 in the race of the AMs. We are witnessing right now. This is a battle for the top spot, baby. And I gotta say, the Ferrari looks a lot more comfortable right now. But that Lexus is looking real wide. So they come through the final corner here. This is a good overtaking opportunity. Again, and all the traditional ones are kind of tough to get on the Lexus. You kind of got to get them more on the brakes and less on the straights. And that Lexus is backing Richard up into the Mustang and Drew Jensen behind him as well. So that's going to add a whole nother layer of complexity. Get ready to come onto the straight here. Richard needs to stay with them through the throttle zone. Can't lift. Oh no! I jinxed him! No! And now he's got a Mustang behind him. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking that Mustang gobbles him up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What looked to be a good move turned into a bad move. Although it's not done yet. Richard does great on the brakes to stay ahead. Well done. Well done. Good attempt from the Silver Bullet there. Let's see what else we got going on the track. Here's P2. Rob is back there in P3. Wyatt was not able to keep Derek behind him. Derek has moved up to P4. That's who we were just watching, right? No, that's a different one. That's Perkins. There's not a lot going on outside of here. And Richard has closed the gap pretty quickly. Already back on the back of Buckley. 2 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Place your final bets now. Pretty sure Alex Cruz is a lock to win the race, but everything else is kind of up in the air. Remember, these guys are fighting for a win right now. It might be P13 on the grid, but it is a win in class.
Give it all you can.
And they will get one more lap after this. Here we are on the straight. A hush falls over the crowd. pretty anticlimactic hush, I'm not going to lie. But again, it is the Lexus, so these are where Richard's best opportunities are, and he's trying to get the nose in there. Needs to force that Lexus off the line, and he's doing a good job of attempting it through there. Oh, I was driving the Mercedes. Interesting. I'm a big fan of the McLaren. That's the car I drove. But I feel like it got just BOP'd so hard. Oh. Make sure I find. Okay, there they are. Richard is looking real close as he pulls to the inside. Not close enough, though. Not close enough. See, Drew Jensen is also in class, so any three of these drivers right here could win their division right now. But I will have to peel away for a second as we watch Alex Cruz round the final corner and do the victory weave and flash as he crosses the line to claim the number 1 spot here in round 5. Now I gotta go back to, yeah, here it is. Although we got down to the wire here for P3, or P2 or 3. Between Phil and Rob. It's gonna be a drag, but I think Phil's got it. And there's P2 and 3. Derek Anderson crosses the line, P4, P6 and 7, Lavoris Perkins and Kenneth Quignon. 8 and 9 is going to be Bonus Charles, Dean Solomon, Bonus Charles, and Kyle White. No, I think one of them made a move there. We got to come back here. See, oh, Richard almost losing it, but saves it there. This is for the win. But if it's as it stands, it's Stephen Buckley, Richard Hartnett, Drew Jensen, Brandon Ash, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 in class. As we see contact from Brandon Ash and Drew Jensen there in the background. Richard Hartnett dragging with him to the line, but I think Buckley's gonna get it, and he does. What a finish there, folks. P17 is gonna go to Deximo. Devin Anthony is gonna cross the line in P18. In last, but not actually in last, in P19, rounding the corner right now, Aguedo Martinez goes to jump across the finish line. And that was a fantastic race. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I just can't read. Thank you so much to the racers for making this all possible. Thank you for the stewards who are going to be going over the everything, over the videos and everything submitted. Thank you guys to the viewers for watching and chatting with me. We will be here next week, same great time, same great place. And then on Sunday at 2 a.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We have the GT Europe. Be sure to stop by and check out that stream as well, you guys. As always, I'm Nate Stark from Pitch Triber, and I will see you guys next time.